Well, I drove the old Jeep out and brought this blade in and drove the Jeep back in. It's a good feeling to get in there and push the clutch in and put it in gear and have it work the way it's supposed to. But I'm just kind of cleaned this blade up a little bit, and I cut this. This had the same kind of mounts on it at one time as what this bucket over here's got. And I didn't use it on the tractor very long. I think I tried it one season maybe, and it's hard on my driveway with that tractor because it would just throw the tractor sideways if you had the blade at an angle, and it just didn't work very well. And I went and got that snow blower, and that has worked really well for about 16 years or so. But it's awfully cold, and I'd like to be warm while I'm plowing snow. So got this thing out here looking at it and just kind of got it centered up here a little bit and doing some measuring and thinking and looking. And these are some links that I had. This is where the hydraulic cylinder, this had a hydraulic setup on it, and this is where they mounted, and then one here in the center to lift and raise and lower the blade. And I'm not going to have that, but I think I can use those mounts back there as pivot points for the arms that'll reach up and connect to this thing. This is all some of the first design on the old Nash when I was mounting the rear end under that thing. And I wound up not using that, but going a different route. So I might use this. Is pretty tough stuff here. This is pretty wimpy, and I don't know anything about mountain snow plows, but I don't know much about anything really, but that don't stop me. I'll just get in there and do it and figure it out as I go. But I expect I'm going to build something and break it and then build it, figure out how to build it right. So but I'm thinking this is pretty wimpy. If I were to use this, I would certainly H brace it and X brace it and put all kinds of bracing on it. But I've got some, I think I'll just bypass that first breaking point and just go out and get some good box steel and build something pretty substantial, because this is pretty heavy stuff here. And I can't remember, I cut these mounts off to build something else at one time to put on that tractor. I don't recall what it was now, but anyway, that's what I'm doing, just kind of thinking out loud here and looking this over. If I use these ends, I'll have to get some good grade 8s. I'm sure these little bolts won't hold up. And these pins are a little too big, but that's some tough stuff there. Whoops, what did I do to the camera? Okay, I'll try and stay off the zoom now. But anyway, I was saying these pins, this is hardened steel, and that would work well, and I can get them in a little bit smaller size that will fit in there. But I don't think I want anything smaller. I think I'm going to want some big stuff, so I may use those pins and just build something else to mount this up under there. But anyway, that's about all. I'm just kind of taking a look at things, and maybe I'll get back on it tomorrow. It's snowing tonight. Kind of wish I had this thing ready to go, but I don't. So I'll be on the old tractor tomorrow morning. Anyway, that's all. Just a little bit of an update. Right, Sparky? I was down here a day or so ago working on standing in front of this Jeep, and he walked up behind me and decided he wanted to sit on my shoulder. He jumps up there once in a while, and man, all of a sudden there was claws buried in the middle of my back. He just climbed me like I was a tree. So that's the only helper I got, and he ain't much. Not much help.